I'm T. Io Austin. I'm the executive and artistic director of Io Dele Drum and Dance here in Chicago. And our mission is to foster community from a feminine perspective through the study and performance of diasporic African music and dance. I'm here to talk a little bit about how I utilize my craft and my art form to support my mental health and wellness, and also how I utilize it to help others as well. A little back history. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, to a pastor, first lady, and the youngest of 10 children. Everyone sang, played instruments, and things like that. I do the same thing, but I was the dancer in the bunch. I danced when I was happy. I danced when I was sad. But I didn't really learn the true value of how healing dance and drumming was going to be for me until my mother passed away. I was 15 years old, right at the peak of high school and learning about who I was. And I lost my mother to cancer, and it was just the doors and the gates of suicide and depression and low self-esteem and just not feeling worth living. It became an everyday lifestyle. And there was a program in my high school, Boys and Girls High School, Carter G. Woodson Cultural Literacy Project by Stanley Kennard, who's the founder. And that after school program, they offered African drumming, dance, and chorus, and all these other programs. And I joined the African dance program and the chorus. And when I tell you this outlet of being able to dance and having a community of dancers to work with and learning more about African culture and music and how it brings people together, it became my saving grace. It became the thing that helped me graduate from high school on time. And it also was the thing that I went for or went to when I felt myself falling in between the cracks of high school pressure, college pressure, and queer pressure. Of course, being a queer child to a preacher, it's common, but not favorable. However, dance kept me through every aspect of disappointment and sadness in my life. And I'm grateful to be able to have not only dance, but West African dance, something where I'm learning about my culture, I'm learning about my heritage, and it's something about that African culture and spirit that keeps me connected to my mother on a certain level. And it gives me that encouragement that I can be, do, and have anything that I want in this world. And it has manifested itself through the company Io Dele Drum and Dance, where we're 12 years old, and I have used this music and this dance to be a light, to shine for others, to find their own confidence, to find their own healing through the generational curses, through the traumas, the heartbreaks, and illnesses and things that we deal with, even as African American women. My company, writing for my company, choreographing for my company, creating rites of passage programs for the young girls in my company, and is a constant healing, and it's a constant de-stressor, and it's a constant anecdote for some of the pain that I am still working through as well. So reaching those moments where I look back and I was teaching African dance, and I had that 7th grader, Sierra, who committed suicide, hung herself, and I'm like, what is my purpose? This thing saves my life. How can I utilize it to save others? So with each day of creating new music and going to Africa and Brazil to study about who we are as a people, as an African American person, finding queer people over on the continent that's just as loving and just as receptive to who I am, it gives me that encouragement to create the performances and the shows where people in the audience and the artists can see themselves, and they can see the stories and the messages and the subliminal messages that I've kind of placed in there so that people can find their own self-worth and self-healing. So I'm grateful for dance, drumming and music as it has saved my life, as music, dance, and culture has enriched and kept me sane, kept me whole, and has never left my side. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for it. And I plan to leave the legacy with mothers, children, and families to continue to utilize this practice as a way of healing and as a way of mental stability and health and a source of goodness for us to thrive, grow, and be all that we're meant to be in this world. I look forward to talking to y'all a little bit more about what I do and how I do it. Brooklyn girl, Chicago living, signing out. Peace.